today we will be baking carrot cake cupcakes. My daughter here is going to be assisting with the video, and I'm going to go along. I have all the ingredients ready, and I'm going to start telling you how much of everything we will need. It's not a complicated recipe, and they come out really good and really moist. Okay, so for the ingredients, you're going to use 2 cups of chopped pecans, half a cup of granulated sugar, 1.5 cups of light or dark brown sugar, 1 cup of canola oil, 3/4 cup of unsweetened applesauce, 4 large eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and you have 2.5 cups of sifted flour. Half a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. We're gonna do 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and for spice, we're gonna use 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's gonna be good. And then you have, last but not least, 2 cups of grated carrots. You can buy these grated at the grocery store, or you can grate them yourself. I like to grate them myself. Okay, so we're gonna start by mixing in the wet ingredients. So you're gonna pour in the eggs. Now I'm using my stand mixer, but you can use a regular mixer, or you can whisk it. The 1 cup of canola oil, 1.5 cups of brown sugar, the applesauce, let's make sure we get it all out, okay. Half a cup of sugar, and then the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Oh. So when we whisk it, if you're gonna use a stand mixer, make sure you keep it at a low setting so that you don't overmix the ingredients. We don't want to overmix, because then we won't get fluffy cupcakes. Okay? Cover it up, and we will start mixing. Hi, okay, so you're gonna mix it until you see it running like this, then you're gonna stop. Time would be about, I don't know, close to 5 minutes. It's just until all the ingredients kind of get mixed together. Now we're gonna mix the dry ingredients together. We will then start adding it little by little to the mixture, and we will start having. So now we're gonna mix the dry ingredients. We have the flour, baking soda, baking powder, cinnamon, ground cloves, the nutmeg. Oh, I gotta get it all out there. And then the teaspoon, half a teaspoon of salt. We won't mix the carrots in until all the ingredients are actually mixed together. We'll put in a little bit of these 2 ingredients. Those are the last ones, because we're gonna mix those in, but we're gonna fold them in. We're not actually. So right here, you're just gonna whisk it a little just to mix all the ingredients together. And that looks about right. And now we're gonna start pouring it into our batter a little bit at a time. Okay. Now, you know what, for this process, I'm actually gonna get a spoon. And we'll start adding it on the spout a little bit at a time. About half a cup. Start mixing it. Pour it in. A little bit at a time. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let me tell you guys, it smells good. Okay, once the batter starts thickening, I'm gonna shut it down a little bit so that you can see. I'll pick this up so that you guys can see. That it's, as you can see, it's thickening. Okay, once it's like that, you just can scrape off the sides just to get all of the batter down so that it mixes. But once it's like this, now you can add the carrots and the walnuts. I mean the pecans. Once you mix and the batter is thick, you know, it's mixed well, then you're gonna add the carrots and the pecans. I like to fold these in. I don't like to mix them in, and that's what we're gonna do. So it's 2 cups. And then I'm gonna start with half a cup of the pecans. Okay, so you're folding it in, and I will turn the bowl over so that you can see that I'm just folding it in, getting it all mixed in there. They come out better that way. And at this point, you can preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So notice how I've mixed it, and I like my pecans, so I do want to see more. So then you add a little more. Now you can actually toast the pecans in the oven. You can put a baking sheet with parchment paper, toast them in the oven for about 5 minutes or so, depending on how toasted you like them, and it actually does give it a better flavor. Okay, so we are ready to pour. Hey guys, welcome back. So I've already lined my muffin tray with cupcake liners. This is pretty much what it's gonna look like. So you're gonna put the liners. I like to use a 1/4 cup to mix the batter in. I already have my cup here. I've already filled out most of them. So what I do is I pour in about that much. I don't fill it all the way. And I pour it into the liner. And I don't completely empty the cup. And it just fills them halfway. And the reason you want them halfway is so that when it bakes, it's gonna rise, and you don't want it to overfill and fall out to the sides, because then you're gonna have a lopsided cupcake. Okay guys, so I've already lined them. I've already filled them with the 1/4 cup. As you can see, they're not all the way. And once this is done, you're gonna put them in the oven, and you're gonna leave them in there about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your own oven settings. You can always use a pick or a really thin knife to check and make sure that it's thoroughly cooked before you pull them out. And I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we just pulled them out of the oven. They're pretty hot. All I have to do is get a knife, poke it through. If it comes out clean, as you can see, it came out clean, so then the cupcakes are done. And they are really soft and moist. Now we just gotta remove them from the tray so that they can cool down. Next, I'm gonna show you how to do the cream cheese frosting. Okay, so right now the cupcakes have already come out of the oven. We are cooling them down, so we're gonna start with the cream cheese frosting. We're gonna use an entire stick of cream cheese, a stick of butter, and it has to be actual butter. It can't be spread because the consistency won't be the same. You're gonna use a tablespoon of vanilla extract,
Don't say that.
a pinch of salt, and 4 cups of confectioner's sugar. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start by mixing the butter, blending it, shall I say. And always have your butter at room temperature, okay? Put in the cream cheese, and excuse my trash can. So you slightly mix it. You don't want to overdo it because then you're gonna make it it really loses consistency and it's not gonna work out for your cupcakes. So when you see it thicken like this, that's when you start pouring in the other ingredients. So we're gonna do a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Okay. And then a tiny pinch of salt. So it's just to taste. Okay, and then we're gonna start pouring in some of the confectioner sugar. And I'll see you once it's mixed. So we're done mixing. This is actually the consistency. Let me grab a spoon here. This is the consistency that we want to acquire when we mix it. We don't want it to be too watered down. This one's just perfect. So when you start piping it onto the cupcakes, it's gonna stay and it's gonna set really nicely. Okay. So let's start piping. Okay guys, so we're back and we're gonna start piping the carrot cake cupcakes. As you can see, as we waited for the cupcakes to cool down, we did the cream cheese frosting, put it in the refrigerator so that it wouldn't lose its consistency, and now we're getting ready to pipe onto the cupcakes. Now normally what I do is I'll put the piping bag inside a cup. This way I am able to fill it and start piping off of it. This one's better. So you start piping all the way around. And it's not perfect, but there it is. Okay, so when you pipe, you can pretty much do any design you want. Hey guys, welcome back. So we finished piping the carrot cake cupcakes. I did use pecans to just garnish it. That is your choice if you want to do that. If you don't want to, it's perfectly okay. They taste delicious either way. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy them, you guys like them. And please don't forget to like, share, comment, or subscribe. And the recipe will be down below in the description so that you guys can follow it. Thank you.